Hello and welcome to a new unboxing video. Today I've been sent an exciting package of art supplies from Arteza, so I'm going to get them open and see what's inside and play around with them. I decided that I wasn't going to do any more videos from supplies that companies have sent me. I just didn't want to do it anymore, but then Arteza approached me and asked me if I would do another video, and it's just so hard to say no because I do love their art supplies. So I've got the Twimarkers, the double-ended marker pens, or the water-based. Next I've got, this is something pretty exciting. So this is the 120 set of coloured pencils. I also got some colouring books, some of their colouring books. So there's the mandala book and unique floral illustrations. So they're really unusual. They're square, they're not really very big, they're only small, which is good for me because I get bored with large pictures. They've got an elastic band that goes round, which is really unusual. And all these beautiful. I've been wanting to do a mandala for so long. And these are really nice. I'm surprised how nice these are. So that's those. I'll just do a little flick through this one. Beautiful, absolutely beautiful. They are really high quality images. Really beautiful. I'm actually really impressed with this. I wasn't expecting the artwork to be of such high quality. Okay, so that's those. I'm glad I've got the floral one because I actually asked for the mandala one, but they've sent me the 2-pack, and the floral one's absolutely stunning. They both are actually. And then the last thing they've sent me is 2 big massive drawing pads. So obviously Arteza are sending me these to advertise them on my channel. And there's links below in the description to the Arteza website. If you use my link, you get 10% off. I know obviously they sell the stuff on Amazon as well, but you might save money by using my link and going to their website, and if you can compare prices. That's if there's anything that you want to purchase. So these are 2 acid-free, heavyweight, spiral bound, and it says ideal for a variety of dry media, so they're not for any water-based media. Pretty nice paper. It's quite thick. It looks like it's got a nice tooth to it, so it'll probably work well with pencils. So these actually come in a 2-pack. There's 80 sheets in each pad. It's 9 by 12 and it's £80 weight, or 130 gm. And all the pages are perforated at the top as well, which is handy. So it's in a lovely tin. Unusual shape. It's like a deep tin. Normally like 120 pencils will come in a long flatter shape, but this is nice and compact. That's a good idea to put them in a deep tin like this. And of course there's just another beautiful piece of artwork on the front. They always have gorgeous artwork on their product. It says their art is quality, break resistant, blendable, acid free, 4mm lead, and those are all the colours on the back. Okay, so so the colours are displayed on the inside of the lid as well. That is brilliant. Okay, so when you open the box, there's an absolutely gorgeous smell coming off them. The smell absolutely divine. So the pencils are like in a really high quality finish. That they do actually feel like a good quality pencil. They're capped off at the ends, very similar to a Polychromos pencil. It's got the colour name on, it's got the colour number, so they're all numbered as well, and it's got a light fast rating. Now, I don't pay much attention to the light fastness because I just don't think it's really important if you're colouring in colouring books, because it's not going to have any exposure to light. So, okay, so we'll get all these out, we'll have a look at all the trays. Tons of lovely colours. So as you can see, there's just an amazing selection of colours. Okay, so I have already done a colouring with the Arteza pencils before, so that's why I know I already like them. I did this picture in this book by Clara Markova. As you can see, the colours are super bright, so I'm not going to do a full colouring for the video. So I've picked out a few colours that I'm really impressed with. So sapphire yellow, absolutely a beautiful light yellow. I thought it was quite an unusual one. When you see it against all the other yellow, I mean, just on its own it just looks yellow, but when you see it with all the others, against all the others, it is quite a really lovely light yellow. Then another one, which is another kind of yellow. This one is honey. Whoops. And that is beautiful. Looks kind of orangey, but it doesn't look orange next to the oranges. It's just a lovely in-between colour. Okay, now this lovely pink called watermelon pink. It's more of a warm pink, kind of like a bubblegum pink, but it's not too kind of violety. It's more to the red side rather than the blue side. I don't know if you can see, there's quite a bit of dust coming off these pencils, and I think that's a little bit annoying. I don't really like pencils that do that. Next we've got this beautiful eggplant purple. And this is a lovely paper to colour on. So I might actually try scanning a colouring page and printing it off on this paper. It's got a really nice tooth to it. So next was some unusual reds. These are all kind of unusual colours that I don't think I've got in any other sets. That's why I've picked them out. And some of them just because I think they're absolutely beautiful. So this one is Spanish red. And it's a lovely kind of maybe terracotta. It's really nice, like a Venetian red. Then there's this one, which is amazing, wine red. It's so dark. Ooh, it's so dark. This will just be excellent for you know, putting shadows in red areas. Then we've got this garnet red, which looks kind of brownish. So this is garnet red, not brown. And it's a real reddy brown, quite dark. That's an unusual colour. I don't think I've got that in any other pencil sets. Then some blues. Midnight blue. Absolutely beautiful dark blue. It's just so nice. Prussian blue, which I absolutely love, and this is just perfect Prussian blue. If you notice the leads keep snapping, it's because I've had them in one of those super point sharpeners, and with them being quite soft pencils, I probably shouldn't have made the point that long. Okay, so typically the camera ran out when I was showing you my absolute favourite colour, which is this Robin Egg Blue. It's absolutely gorgeous. You can see it's like a lovely cobalt teal colour and it's just divine. Next is Shamrock Green. It's like a really light emerald colour. So nice. Very much like a bluey green or a really cold kind of mint colour. It's just beautiful. Then this jade green is also absolutely beautiful. So it's super, super dark, cold green. It's hard to get really, really dark greens. Not all pencil sets have many darks. If we could get another one as dark as this, only in a warm kind of version, that would just be excellent. So some of the pencils that I was really impressed with is the metallics. So there's 5 metallics in this set. Now normally I don't bother with the metallic pencils in pencil sets. I find they're usually really, really hard. It's hard to get any colour off, and then they're not really very metallic anyhow. These are completely different. They're nice and soft, and they've got more of a glittery kind of glisten to them. So it definitely looks more like glitter than a solid metallic. Look at that unicorn purple, it's really nice. That's such an unusual colour. You can also see the dust over the page, which is unfortunately a downside. It's kind of smudging on the paper, but it'll probably erase quite easily. I'll just try and, yeah, it just disappears. Okay, so now I'm swatching all the Twimarkers out, and they're water soluble, so they're very much like the real brush pens. As you can see, I'm putting the colour down and then I'm adding some water. Now most of them are dissolving really easily and they give a lovely watercolour wash look, but there are a few that are a bit more stubborn, such as the lilac. I couldn't really get that one to move, but if you use the ones that are more water soluble, you can get some lovely watercolour effects. So there's 2 ends to these pens, so I'm using the large end, which is like a felt tip pen, only it's very flexible and comfortable to use, and then the other end is a really fine point that can be used for small details. Okay, so I picked this beautiful woodland scene out of the floral book. I just thought it was so lovely, and I used a combination of the pens and the coloured pencils. So I don't want to use them straight on the paper first of all. So I'm watering the ink down, I'm putting it on a palette, and I'm getting this lovely watercolour wash effect for the background sky. Because to put it straight on the paper, I would find that too strong, and I don't really like that look. So I also used it on the trees as like a base layer, and I wanted the trees at the back to look kind of a little bit faded to send them further into the distance. So I did find that this set was lacking in browns. There's only really one brown and it's a very reddy brown. So I used a yellow ochre and a little bit of blue, and I mixed those together to make a more muted light brown. Then after I'd put my background washes down, I started using the pens just neat on the paper. I did find them a little bit harsh and fairly difficult to blend using them this way, but I don't have much experience using pens and felts. I'm more of a watercolour person, that's why I'm kind of using them more like a watercolour paint. If there was more browns in the pack, like if they did a larger pack, then it would have been easier to make those colours blend together. For example, when I colour the toadstools in a little bit later, you can see how because I used a couple of different reds, I was able to blend those colours much easier because there was more reds available. So I did like the look in the end. So for all the leaves on the trees, I used loads of different greens and I used quite a few different techniques. Some of them are just coloured neat with the pen. Some of them and then I did some shading with darker greens, and then here using it like a watercolour paint. I've watered it down on the palette and I'm just adding a little bit of extra dark detail to it. Okay, so I'll just leave you with the rest of the picture. It's not long to go now, and like I said earlier, these products are all linked below in the video description. Thanks very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed the video, and I've got lots more videos lined up that will be coming shortly. I've got quite a few more unboxings. I've got a few subscription boxes that I've signed up to, so they'll be on this channel shortly. So I'm moving all that type of thing over to this channel. So all my unboxings, and I've got loads of new art books and stuff and loads of new art supplies. Subscribe and hit that bell button. You can get notified when I upload those videos. So thanks again for watching.